Viewer, welcome. Thank you so much for the love and support. If you are a new viewer, welcome to your number one source for everything, anything Big Brother Naija. I'm your host for today, Amaka, and I'm here with Big Brother Naija Gist. Now, I think I want to start first with the live eviction show yesterday. You guys, Ebuka gave what needed to be given. He shook all the tables, but we're going to get to that much later. I want to first of all, start with Rachel and Gidifaya. Now, honestly, I'm not sure if Gidifaya is, whether he knows what he wants, to be honest. Because it's like, first of all, he had the whole thing with Diana, right? Then, he started entertaining Amaka, withstanding, even with the thing he had with Diana, he started entertaining Amaka. And then, Diana had this big quarrel one Saturday night, during one of the Saturday night parties with Rachel because of, she saw Rachel and Gidifaya in one place, and, she was like, oh, Kiniko, sort of saying that, oh, you want to steal my man, I shower this one, you want to steal my man, and I mean, like, so many people on social media thought that this Diana is just being crazy and delusional, because it's like, like Rachel and Gidifaya were how Rachel, on the other hand, she was saying that, she was basically trying to tell Gidifaya that, like, you have these two girls, and you're not going to come and drag me into this situation. You are telling me, Kiniko, that you like me, Kiniko. Now, please, I beg, just keep me away. Do you get what I'm saying? She said that that's what she was telling Gidifaya when Diana came. Do you get? And basically, when that whole thing happened, everybody just thought that Diana was crazy and everything. Do you get what I'm saying? But right now, with what's going on between Rachel and Gidifaya, it seems like probably Diana wasn't crazy, because it's like Rachel and Gidifaya. Like now, first of all, the Saturday night party, yeah, they were inside the toilet together. Gidifaya was telling Rachel that, oh, Kiniko, that you normally used to hyper-articulate too much, you used to clap for him too much, that you normally clap like that for me, do you cheer for me like that? And she was like, oh, sorry, from what Ebuka even said in the live eviction, because I think he asked them about it, she was even crying. And Ebuka was like, why were you crying? She was like, because that the thing is paining him. And she was feeling bad. I'm like, first of all, because this same thing happened with Groovy and Finda. Groovy was saying that Finna normally cheers Hermes too much in the arena. Like, oh, mommy, I don't understand, because like, what's like really? I'm cheering somebody on. Okay, do you get what I'm saying? Especially for like a case like Rachel and Gidifaya, that guys are not even in anything. This whole thing, your you people ship or whatever it is just starting. Do you get what I'm saying? Just started like how many days ago, and then one saying I should not be cheering for Adekule for what? And then she was crying. Do you get what I'm saying? But all I'm saying, I just hope that I feel like Gidifaya at the end of the day will probably end up with no girl or no woman in this show, because he's just jumping. Even with this thing he has with Rachel now, he's still not even sure. You get what I'm saying? Because one time he was telling Adekule that, oh, Kiniko, now that he knows that, oh, what he had with Diana was legit. I'm just like, make up your mind and chase what better. She be all of una don't decide saying that sheep una con the house con do. Please just choose one person, and rather than confusing all these women. Do you get what I'm saying? So yes, basically the live eviction show, you guys, last night, Ebuka, hey, you guys, it was hot. I was in that on my chair. I was basically but I was very, very happy at the same time. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like the Saturday night party was so boring, you guys. I know people were saying it on Twitter, but I watched you guys. It was so boring. Because it's like there was Deji and Chichi dancing only to themselves because they are in some ship. Bella and Sheggz. Do you get what I'm saying? Then Groovy and Finna. It's like, excuse you. Do you get what I'm saying? So people were now basically telling Ebuka that, whoa, you have to scatter all these shifts. So then Ebuka now, oh my God, he literally, I don't think there was any, probably just Bella and Sheggz, probably only Bella and Sheggz, but he shook every one of them. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, Modella, I'm sure as you guys know, Modella is one of the fake housemates. She got removed from Big Brother Naija. I would not say evicted though, because she wasn't up for eviction. None of them were up for eviction, but she got removed from the Big Brother Naija house because all of us, including Big Brother, are tired of her. You are a fake housemate. You first of all, you are a fake housemate. Norms that it should come to your head that, okay, I am here to cause disruption and set the house on fire. Like I've said several times, if that one is not enough for Big Brother, called her to the diary room, gave her assignment, said, oh, go and shake the ships. You say, Daniela is not fake. She had to leave because, and the way Big Brother did it, I'm sure if Brother is outside there, I don't even understand. I don't even know how she'll be feeling, because Big Brother legit, because she's not the only fake housemate, and she knows, because Big Brother asked her one time. I think Big Brother called all four of them to the. They were all four of them had direct search one time. Big Brother asked every one of them that, oh, you know, who do you think is the fake housemate? Do you know that Modella was the only person that could that identified her three fellow fake housemates? Do you get what I'm saying? So Big Brother now on Sunday he called them for their direct section, including Rachel, Chizzy, and DJ, and he told them that Amaka is going to ask for whoever is the fake housemate to stand up. Don't stand up no matter what he says. Or does you get what I'm saying? But honestly, she honestly needed to go. She needed to go. Because I mean, look at DJ, look at Chizzy, look at Rachel. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they are all giving what a fake housemate needs to give. Maybe I'm not sure of Rachel, but do you get what I'm saying? Like, Modella was just like, she just thought she was a real housemate. And it's like, no, you're a fake housemate. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, it's like, how many weeks you mean? Like 4, I'll be 5. So, and they all need to be going. So Big Brother just said, well, I beg, I cuckoo need to even remove these people from this house. Hey, people are too much to just come and be going. Do you get what I'm saying? So Modella left. But before that, her and Brian had one conversation like this. Basically, you know, Brian and Modella. Brian was basically chasing Modella because he liked Modella and he wanted to be Modella. Do you get what I'm saying? But I think Modella probably didn't feel the same way for him, because he got to a point she now told him, she was like, I beg, brother, you honestly just need to back off, please. Like, what's all this? You gonna? And Brian really liked her, even asked for a private date with her to Big Brother. Asked Big Brother for that. I said that he was going to give his money. You gonna? But Modella was basically like, I beg, please, you are doing too much. You gonna say? Then from nowhere in the afternoon, yesterday, Sunday afternoon, Modella now wanted to come and start turning the thing around on his head, wanting to make it look like as if it's his fault that like they are not together or something like that. But I like Brian. You see, in as much as there are some guys, and let me just say there are some housemates in the Big Brother Nigeria house this season 7 that like they are allowing love to let me just say turn them to Momo. There are a few of them that are not allowing that to happen to them. Brian is one of those people, because she wanted to now, just like I said, start turning this thing on her and want to now make it look like as if it's his fault. I know this thing when you now do it and the person too will now accept that it's their fault now. But Brian did not. He did not even agree for her at all. Do you get what I'm saying? But honestly, I don't know. I feel like they would have made a cute couple. I don't know, but I feel like yeah, definitely. From me, they would have made a cute couple. I don't know what you guys think, but sadly, he found out yesterday night that she was a fake housemate and she got removed, and Brian was so shocked. He was telling one of the housemates, I don't know whether it was Giddy that so this girl was doing a fake housemate. Do you get what I'm saying? And well, I mean, it shouldn't really change anything, because at the end of the day, you had feelings for her. She's a human being, she's a person, you had feelings for her. So the fact that she's a fake housemate or not shouldn't have made any difference rather. So after the show now, after the live eviction show, our dear beloved Amaka, was it after the show or before? Oh no, sorry, before the live eviction show, Amaka, Big Brother Naija, Big Brother told her, gathered all of them in the lounge and played a clip on different days in 1 week. That's like after Big Brother had specifically warned them about this microphone infringement and that told them that they should be careful. The week after Big Brother made that warning, on several different days, Amaka basically had like, that thing that Big Brother would do, and would basically call you and say, oh, Deji, this is a microphone infringement warning. He did it for Amaka 5 times. And there was another clip he played that she and Gidifa were having a conversation. And Gidifa was basically like, where is your microphone? And she was like, oh, my voice is loud enough. Anyway, she got a strike for that. Do you get what I'm saying? And you guys know that after this whole thing happened and she got a strike, she went to the room and she started saying, why couldn't any of the housemates have been like cutting eye for me or giving me sign when they see that I'm not with a microphone? I'm like, first of all, you did not come to this house with anybody. You came to this house alone. I am going to leave this house alone, except if you make it to top 2. Do you get what I'm saying? But so like, why do you like you are aware you all had the chance to read the rule books. Big Brother warned you about this thing like days before you did this thing, and even Giddy Fire, the clip of Giddy Fire telling you and you saying like that honestly just says it all. Do you get what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is that Amaka she was just careless about that thing, to be honest. I think even generally, I feel like she's not a really put together person. Do you get that? And it has really been like, it has been happening more recently. Like, honestly, she has just been, I don't know, she's just been all over the place. Do you get what I'm saying? Stealing, she stole Adekule's food, ate food halfway, left it in the zinc. Do you get what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's honestly just very, very disappointing. But you know, Rachel said something yesterday. She was like, she needs to talk to herself and shake this. And honestly, that's what Amaka needs. Amaka needs to just snap out of whatever it is that is doing her, because she was not like this the first second week that she was not like that. I don't know what's going on with her, but she honestly just needs to snap out of it. So yeah, Amaka has 1 strike, 2 more strikes, and bye bye. She's leaving the Big Brother Nigeria house. So now we're about to get more into the start talking, you know, more about the shifts in the house. But before we do that, you know, Ebuka warned them, you know that thing that Ebuka normally does now, that he warned them and give them proverb before he leaves. He told them, he was like, he feels like focusing too much on being in a ship. And you guys say, I'm sure even you that is watching this, you know, because like everybody's saying it on social media, like it makes me sick, honestly. The fact that 100 million naira, and even put away 100 million naira, the fact that fame and, you know, money is not what these people are chasing in this house. You know, these people are not trying to sell themselves. What they are chasing is being in a ship. It's very sickening, honestly, because it's like, so, and the thing is that there are only very few of them in that house that have decided that, oh, nobody wants to be in a ship with me. Okay, fine, I'm going to do my own thing. So many of them have even decided that, have purposely decided that they don't even want to be in a ship. Rachel being one of those people. I don't know this whole thing with Giddy Fire now. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm not saying being in a ship, but you can just tell how fake some of these ships are. You can tell how fake it is. You can tell how some of them don't like people, but are just chasing them just because, oh, there's a Bella and Sheggz, there's a Fina and Groovy, there's a Deji and Chi, and there are other people too. That it's like a common race that all of them are rushing, and it's like, I honestly, if at the end, if what these people are chasing is to be like a Licos and Emmanuel or Cross and Angel, that they are offering them money, giving them money for sheep, or Oza and Engi, if what they are looking for is fans that will be fans of their sheep, I don't think it's going to happen this season. No, I honestly do not think so, because people are so sick and irritated by this thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like now that we are seeing that it's not coming naturally, I feel people are it's irritating and getting people so tired. That was the reason why Ebuka, you know, shook all those ships yesterday, shook all those tables yesterday, because people were telling that I beg. Do you get what I'm saying? So if that's what they are chasing, sorry, me, I don't think any of you are going to find it. Even probably, maybe the only people that will see it is Bella and Sheggz. Even themselves, I'm not even sure that they will see. Do you get what I'm saying? But honestly, they honestly just need to get their head in the game, because it's making some of them lose focus. Even the fact that some of them are in a ship, the fact that some of them are chasing to be in a ship, is making them. It's like making them lose points in their game. Look at Hermes now. Before this whole merger, at the end, let me not say it's because of Alice, you know, it could also be because of the merge too. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I won't lie, before it was like only 3 people you could see that in the arena they were very strong, but like since this merge, it's like almost everyone is sitting up. But I'm just using him as an example. See, since this him and Alice now, we know they see Hermes break light again for arena. Can you imagine that a whole week passed and Hermes didn't win 1 sponsor tax? Like, I know that at the end of the day, he's not the almighty God now, but like still, like I'm talking about, like Hermes, like before this whole thing, like every HOH tax that he participates in, he would be in the final, he will get to the final stage. There is no way they will have sponsor tax in a week. Hermes will not win 1 or 2. Now I don't even know whether it's Allison or not, but you know, he has honestly come down. That's as per his energy. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, speaking of ships, Dotun and Daniela, over the past week, you know, they've had like their relationship has grown. Do you get what I'm saying? And at first, the whole Daniela and Khaled stuff, you know, was like going to be an obstruction. But then so many people were, talking to Dotun, and even Daniela herself, people like Deji was telling Dotun that, you know, Khaled is not here, and that's all that matters. You get, and then Daniela, Modella, and Doing to attain at the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Well, personally, I feel like she was in a relationship with him. She was in a very committed relationship with him. Even, you know, with what we were seeing on internet of, you know, the humping every night, it wasn't like just a sexual relationship. It seemed like they were also emotionally like invested in that relationship. So I feel like she definitely should give him respect, but also don't allow, you know, someone that's left the house to now affect, you know, you finding new relationships in the house, or like, you know, playing your game well in the house. But I feel like definitely she needs to like respect the fact that, oh, I was in a relationship with this person. Do you get what I'm saying? So you think that this whole having a ship in the house is very, very dicey, but these people are still getting themselves into it. Anyway, so speaking of ships, I'm sorry, rather. So yeah, speaking of ships, rather, yeah, actually, Rina and Goofy, you guys know now. I already just said you guys of the whole rumor going around now that Rina and Goofy had oral sex. So because Ebuka asked Chomzi the question, Ebuka asked Chomzi about it last night that, oh, who does she think is lying? Because she said that she feels that somebody's lying in this link, because you know the link is Amaka to Chichi to Bella to Chomzi to Groovy, you know. So she was like, Ebuka was like, who do you think is lying in this thing? And he said that he feels it's Amaka. The next thing you know, Elosagna started getting himself involved in the thing, wanted to start doing mediator in the whole Kini, was saying that Kini call, who is lying. Like honestly, I just felt like he was doing too much, to be honest. Like, why did you have to get involved in it? It's like, did they ask you to get involved in it? Yeah, he was saying that he's defending Chomzi, defending Bella. Who asked you? Who begged you? And even the way like all of them were even doing the things, all of them basically wanted to now like put the whole thing on Amaka. Do you hear what I'm saying? And you know, the person that apparently Amaka told, Chichi, was saying that, you know, she didn't tell Bella anything about sex. Do you get what I'm saying? Anything that all Amaka said, and Amaka was saying all she said was that, you know, Fina and Groovy are in a thing, and that everybody should just back off, you know, chasing any one of them. Do you get what I'm saying? And the way they were just doing this thing, it just made me start feeling for Amaka, because honestly, it seems like right now in the house it's like very few people that like have respect for Amaka or that even like her, because even after the whole strike thing, literally nobody went to go and tell her sorry. And I feel like it's because of this whole thing that she's just like, she just doesn't want to pick herself up and just like, do you get what I'm saying, like just carry herself well. Do you get what I'm saying? But basically, so the whole thing started, you know, like just busted out again, but they basically squashed the whole thing, and said that nobody, all of them said that nobody should bring the whole thing up again, since now is that, oh, Amaka didn't tell Chichi, oh, Kiniko about sex. So they just squashed it and said that nobody should bring it up again. So now Bella and Sheggz, I honestly feel like Bella and Sheggz, if Bella doesn't win the HOH or Sheggz doesn't win the HOH and like, you know, get immunity and probably give the other person immunity, I feel like either two of them or one of them would be up for eviction this time. Because guy, the amount of people that have like literally sworn that they are going to nominate them. First of all, Adekule said that he's going to show Sheggz Pepe that somebody needs to finally put Sheggz in his place. What Adekule's problem is with Sheggz and Bella, me, I don't know. I know that Sheggz, after that Sheggz fight with Adekule, I know they reconciled, but it seems like Bella hasn't forgiven Adekule, so maybe that's what's paining him, you know. Then even Cheesy too said the same thing. He's going to nominate Sheggz and Bella too, if, you know, put them up for eviction. Do you get what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm sure you guys can remember that Cheesy, Sheggz and Bella actually had like a little bit of a tiff during this past week because of food and all of that. So me, I just hope, for their sake, you know, one of them wins. Do you get what I'm saying? So that they will not be up. But if they get up for eviction, it's also good to let us see how strong they are. You get what I'm saying? They're speaking of food has really been causing wahala for this housemate too. So much wahala. There've been so many fights, so many people are stealing food. Food has been missing. People are just like, because of, you know, the whole like level 2 have more of the food because of they've won more of the wager tax. So level 1 people are basically starving. Do you get what I'm saying? But basically, they had a meeting yesterday night after the live eviction show, and you know, they decided that Cheesy will be in charge of the food, the chief security for the food, which I feel like that one would bring koala, because that Cheesy, do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like that one will not be a problem again, but the one I feel like is still going to be a problem is their hygiene problem. In that meeting that they had last night, they were talking about how they would just be seeing used sanitary pad on the dining table, use tampon in the zinc in the salon, use tampon in the bathroom. I'm like, at the end of the day, like, none of you are kids now. You're not even teenagers. Think what I'm saying? Like, you should know how to do yourself. Why would you be putting used sanitary? And do you know that upon the fact that they talked about it and they had a discussion about it, they still saw another used sanitary pad again. I'll be used tampon again this morning. Do you get what I'm saying? But what? They'll be fine though. But I don't understand. Adults are having this problem. I don't know. I guess it's honestly people from different backgrounds. So I guess like this type of thing should be expected. But honestly, it's very surprising. So yeah, you guys, they are going to have their HOH task this evening by either 6 or 7. I'm really not sure, because I think you guys should go and check their website to be sure, because the wager tax now, they didn't have it by 6 or 7. as usual. Do you get last Friday? So go and check their website to be sure. Like, just check Vanguard website for updates on the HOA tax, but it should be by either 6 or 7 as usual. Do you get today?